Welcome to ScreenMDM Talks, hosted by me, Mata Dalswani. This episode is produced in partnership with Series Mania. Scan the QR code for more details. Welcome to ScreenMDM Talks. We are here to speak with Francesco Capurro, who is the director of the Series Mania Forum, an event that in a few years has become one of the important meeting places on the calendar for scripted producers, buyers, and distributors. Hi, Francesco.
Hello, thank you for having me today.
It is a delight to bring you on, Francesco, because I think Series Mania Forum, as we all know, has become very buzzy. In just a few short years, it really has become a must attend in Q1. So tell us about how you got here. It's been a crowded event calendar for a few years now. Give me a sense of the journey for Series Mania, of how you've really created a unique position for yourself as a standalone event in March that is really focused on where the scripted business is going.
It has been a long journey, even if we are a young event. But Celesvenia started in Paris as a festival to celebrate the art of television, and then we added the Celesvenia Forum, so the professional part. In 2018, we moved from Paris to Lille in the north of France. And the event really growth at that time because we had a strong backing from the northern region of France, the French CNC, the European Commission. And our mission was really to establish Series Mania as a reference event worldwide for TV series. And concerning the forum, we started really from the content itself as a co-production market. We had a lot of pitching sessions to try to co-finance shows from all over Europe and the rest of the world. And then in a few years, it has grown a lot, becoming really a market, also with the sales and acquisition part, which is very important. We now have more than 80 exhibitors and 5,000 attendees from all over the world. So it has been a great success. I think that one of the keys is that we are really focused on scripted series. So it's really our core since the beginning, and everything is curated, and I think that people appreciate it.
Absolutely. Now, obviously, when you launched, the Peak TV was in full swing, right? We had the Streamer Wars. It was a ton of investment. Things have changed over the last few years, as we all well know. How have you adapted the event and your sessions to adjust to where the market is now and the pain points and opportunities for producers, investors, distributors, and buyers today?
Yes, it's true that we can feel that in the industry, the general atmosphere has changed compared to a few years ago.
Yes.
It's more challenging now. There is a decline in the number of commissions from platform and broadcaster worldwide, and so all the sector, from producers, distributors, etc., it's in a more challenging time. But for the event itself, at the same time, it's an opportunity because I think that in those times, people need to connect more and need to try to find new ways to co-finance and co-produce their show. So events like ours are opportunities to get together and try to create those connections to bring stories to life. So I think that in a way, our event is even more relevant now than before because now people need even more this kind of meeting.
The South Korean story over the last 10 years has been remarkable, what they have been able to do to scale that business. Tell me a little bit about celebrating Korea this year at the forum, and I guess what Korea can learn from some elements of the European system and vice versa. What kind of cross collaboration are you hoping to see out of this initiative?
Yes, that's the first time that we have a country of honor at our event, and we are really glad that it's Korea. Of course, as you said, it's Korea is a leader in the market, especially in Asia. They are producing great content that travels very well. but I think that there is still room to grow in Europe and create more deep exchanging between the European ecosystem and Korea. So it's really interesting that this year we will have a showcase of Korean content at our event. 8 top companies will come to Series Mania, and they will present their shows, and we'll also have a session about webtoons, which are, you know, a great trend, and they offer a wide range of APs that can be adapted into series worldwide. And so I think that there are more and more opportunities for collaboration between Asia and especially Korea and Europe in different forms: acquisition, remakes, and why not also co-financing of some.
What sort of trends are you seeing in terms of your delegates and some of the projects that you're seeing being launched at Series Mania? Are there any discernible trends in terms of genres, new emerging markets that are proving to be especially creative?
First of all, the market is more and more global.
Yeah.
We have Korea, but we will also have delegation from Taiwan, Japan, Singapore for the first time. We always have a lot of people coming from Canada, from Brazil, from different countries in Africa, especially South Africa, of course, all over Europe. The market is getting more and more global. We see shows like Drop of Gods or other great shows that are collaboration and co-production between Asian countries and European countries. So
Yeah.
this is definitely a trend that the market is getting more and more global. In terms of genre, I would say that in the project that we receive, there are less very expensive projects like sci-fi or period drama, because people are conscious that broadcaster reduced their investment. So we receive more crime, especially light crime and cozy crime, that are always works very well in television. And the format also are a bit shorter, between 4 and 8 episodes, most of
Yeah.
them. They tend not to do long series with a lot of episodes. Often are limited series. So it's a trend. The producer are trying to do shorter premium content that can enter in production faster, and then if it is success, maybe they could have a returning season, but maybe not. That it's fine.
Give me a sense of some of the themes that have underlined the way that you've curated the conference this year based on sort of what everyone is dealing with in this new landscape.
We try to monitor what's happening in our industry. So in our programming of the conference, we try to address the topics that are the hot topics in the industry nowadays. For example,
Yes,
we will have, of course, one about the micro drama and the
of course.
vertical dramas. We will also have a showcase of AI software that can help producers to gain productivity. For example, we will have a Genario or Largo AI, some companies who really provide a new software to help producers to work faster. Um, we will also discuss about these new trends of co-financing and co-producing across different countries, and we will have some keynotes from leading companies giving their lineup and also their strategy for the next years. We will have for example Jennifer Mullin and Andreas Crosati from Fremantle. We will have the CEO from Sky Showtime, also Angela Jane from Disney Plus Europe and Middle East. So we will have those big players in the market coming to do keynotes and speeches. And what's important also in Series Mania is that we try to connect the creatives with the industry. So we will have also some showrunners like Russell T Davies, the creator of Years and Years, Ugo Blick, and other showrunners and creators who will speak at our event. So
Yeah.
I think that it's a great lineup.
Now, I know you've got your buyers upfront coming back for a second year. Tell me a little bit about that initiative.
Series Mania started as a co-financing and co-production market, but it expanded a lot also on the distribution side of the business. And last year, we decided to launch the buyers upfront, really to position ourselves also in the buying and selling market. And it was a success. The distributors and the buyers were really happy about it. So we decided to continue this year, especially because, there is no more the MIP TV in Cannes. So people wanted in the first quarter of the year an event to sell their show. So it's an invitation-only event. It's the day before the kickoff of the forum in the Chambre de Commerce of Lille. We invite 130 buyers, top buyers from all over the world, TV channels, platforms, etc. And we have a jury of professional buyers. This year, the president is Oliver Jones, who is overseeing all the content for Apple TV Plus, but also have BBC, NRK, and France Télévisions, and other in the jury. And the jury will give the Buyer's Choice Award to the best series, the one that has, in their opinion, the biggest international appeal. So we are happy to continue with that.
Are there sort of territories that you're looking at? Korea obviously emerged a long time ago. Are there territories that you're looking at now that could potentially be sort of the new hot market for a scripted?
Yes, I think that, for example, we receive a lot of projects from Eastern Europe. I think that in Eastern Europe, maybe something is going on. There are, by the way, 2 Polish shows in the festival selection, which is also a sign of the vitality of this market. We try to follow and spot the talents from Africa, because we think that in Africa there are a lot of stories to tell and talents to bring to the international market. We collaborate with the Realness Institute in South Africa on a program called Authentica Series Lab, and so they train 4 talents from the continent, and they will come and pitch at Series Mania. I think it's also a great opportunity to spot new talent from Africa. There is also Brazil. We will have a delegation from Brazil coming. So yeah, I think that those are the territories that are now emerging in the global landscape.
Yeah. Francesco, was there anything else about what's happening to Series Mania Forum this year that you would like our readers and viewers to know about that we haven't had a chance to cover yet?
I would mention in the program the coming next from sessions. We have 11 coming next from different countries, and those are very well attended, because each session gives a spotlight on a specific countries, and they showcase upcoming series from this territory. So this is great, because it gives you an overview of what happens in different markets. Another highlight are the Lille Dialogues, which is our political summit, let's say, where we put together key decision makers and policy makers and political decision makers to try to discuss together about the new trends and the new challenges in the market. It's important because, of course, all the rules and regulations of the market impact the business in a way. So it's something quite unique in our event.
Brilliant. Well, Francesco, I am beyond excited for my first Series Mania Forum, really, and I am looking forward to seeing you there. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today to tell me about the event.
Thank you for this interview, and I hope to see you in Lille.
Thanks for listening to the ScreenMDM Talks podcast, this week produced in participation with Series Mania Forum, the international hub for series professionals, March 24 to 26. From creation to international distribution, connect, collaborate, create in Lille, France, or online at Series Mania Plus. Register now. Visit seriesmania.com for more information.